What's going on, guys? This is going to be my late reviews for this week. I was a little busy this weekend, so I didn't get around to doing my reviews. I'm also going to throw a few more things in this video. I have a small haul from over the weekend, and also I need to draw a winner for my contest finally. So, first things first, I'll start with my reviews, and one little announcement regarding those. CJ posted a video this past week about starting up a blog, and I used to do one before I started doing this YouTube thing, so his video kind of prompted me into thinking about doing one of my own again. So I put my reviews sort of in short print form this week. You can find the link to my blog on my my YouTube channel page. And I think that at some point in the future, I'm going to be switching to just the print versions. I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to have time to do all these review videos. So I'll do them as long as I can, and maybe I can keep doing them for a while. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. But if you're interested in reading my thoughts on the books that I read every week, you can check out my blog on my channel page. But I need to. Let's see, what order do we want to do this in? I guess I'll show off the stuff that I got first. A few single issues here. I mentioned in another video that I've decided that I'm going to start picking up all the BPRD stuff in singles, and that also goes for the Hellboy stuff. I've been reading it all again. I have the first couple, you can probably see them back there somewhere. I have the first couple Hellboy library editions, and I have the first couple BPRD omnibuses, and I've been rereading through those. Just fantastic stories, especially the early Hellboy stuff. Some of my favorite stuff that I've ever read, next to Alan Moore's Swamp Thing for sure. So it comes highly recommended from me. The second library edition has some really awesome stories in it. The Corpse, and it has a lot more focus on the shorter stories as opposed to the first library edition, which has longer stories. The first one has, Seed of Destruction and Wake the Devil, while the second one has a lot more books that weren't published in long miniseries, 1 or 2 issues, one shot, stuff like that. And I love reading Hellboy that way. So I'm going to stop rambling about how awesome Hellboy is and show you what I picked up. These are some BPRD singles. This is Plague of Frogs number 5. A really awesome, I don't know how well you can see that, really awesome Abe Sapien cover there. It's the only issue out of Plague of Frogs that I have, so I got to track the rest of those down. And these next two are The Black Goddess. I have issue number 1, and now I have issue number 4. And number 5. So I need numbers 2 and 3. I don't think I've read this story arc. I'm not sure. And then I also picked up some Funko figures. I want to get the core Justice League members. So I got Green Lantern and Batman. I picked these up at Barnes & Noble for their actual retail value. I've been seeing them a lot of places, and they get marked up. So I was happy to find them for $8.95 or whatever the price is. They had the Man of Steel Superman one, but I want to wait until I can find the original. What number was it? Number 7, the original Superman one. So I just need Superman, Wonder Woman, and the Flash, and then I'm done with the Justice League. But that's all the stuff that I picked up this week. Just a few odds and ends. Now I'm going to talk about some of the books that I read this week. Quite a few books that I really, really enjoyed. Nothing that I say that I didn't like, but one that was kind of hit or miss. I'll start with that one. It's kind of the nature of these big one-shots. The Witching Hour I wasn't totally in love with. Probably half the stories I liked a lot, and half of them didn't do a whole lot for me. The one that I loved the most was the Kelly Sue DeConnick story. It was written beautifully, and it was drawn. The art was fantastic. I love the art in the Cliff Chang story, even though I wasn't crazy about the story. It was very Ray Bradbury. ish, Humans on Mars. Not exactly what I expected when I picked up this book, but the artwork was great. And there were a few other stories that I enjoyed quite a bit. There was one about caricatures of Arthur Miller and Norma Jean or Marilyn Monroe. So that was one that I liked quite a bit. A lot of these stories focused on witches and witchcraft, and there were some other types of stories in there, but it was really hit or miss, and that's the problem with those big one-shots, is that you pay $8 for it, and it's really only worth it if you like every single one of the stories. So I can say that except for the Kelly Sue DeConnick story, I probably regret picking that book up. Next, we have Bedlam issue 9. Now, I haven't really been loving this story all that much, but I think I'm back on board with this issue. It's not what it was in the beginning, and I think I've come to accept that. It's going a different direction. We don't get as much Matter Red as we used to, but like I said, I'm coming to accept that. This new serial killer seems to be coming into the fold a little bit, and there was a twist at the end, so I think it's going to go interesting ways, but I'm not as hesitant about this book as I was before. I don't really like the artwork. Ryan Brown is still trying to mimic Riley Rosmo, and I just wish he would stop. I'd rather have him do his own style and do it well than try and copy someone and suck at it. So that's my rant about the artwork. Next, this is Hinterkind #1. And Vertigo #1. I was watching Mr. CDC Game P's video, and he took the words right out of my mouth. He said he really wanted to hate this issue, and I was right there with him. I'm not into all this post-apocalyptic stuff, and I really didn't want to like this issue. I didn't want to have to keep picking it up, but it seems just original and fresh enough that it interested me, and as the book went on, it got even more and more interesting. There was more aspects of their world were revealed towards the end of the issue. It's a different take on the post-apocalyptic story. Mother Nature's kind of taking the world back, and people are changing, and I was really interested by it, and I think the artwork's fantastic. So it was down to either Hinterkind or Rat Queens that I was going to pick up in single issues, and I think Hinterkind's going to be the one. I'll probably get Rat Queens in trade if I feel like it once that first trade comes out. And then lastly, from Vertigo, this is Jeff Lemire, Trillium #3. I'm not going to rant about this book too much because everybody knows how much I love Jeff Lemire and how much I'm enjoying this book. First of all, this cover is beautiful. The one thing that I like about this book, I don't know if the second issue did any of this, but it's really more of a reading experience than just reading the book. Jeff Lemire does some cool stuff with flipping the pages when it's from a different character's perspective, and that might not be everybody's thing, but I think it makes it much more engaging to read the story that way, and I love that he's doing such original stuff with this book, and the story is going. It's been absolutely fantastic, and his artwork works really well with that book. I mean, it just keeps getting better and better for me, so I can't suggest Trillium enough. And then the rest of the stuff is all DC. Next, we have Forever Evil. This is #2. I will say that I'm not totally interested by this Lex story, and I agree with some people that it's been done before, but I think there's enough interesting things going on in this book that make me want to keep picking it up. I'm most interested by Power Ring and the effect that his ring is having on him. I want to know what's going on with that. I want to see how this strange Superwoman and Owlman baby daddy thing works itself out. I'm really interested in that. So I think there's enough secondary storylines going on that are interesting in this book that really make me love reading it. So I mean, we're only on issue 2, but I'm really interested to see where Forever Evil goes. I'm not into all the tie-ins or anything. I'm gonna pick up the Forever Evil tie-ins for the books that I normally get, and I'm going to get the main book, and then that's it. I'm not touching all those tie-in books or anything. Next, we have Green Arrow #24. Once again, fantastic art from Andrea Sorrentino. It's really the high point of this book. I will say that the past couple issues haven't been as great for me as it was early on. It's still a great book, but I don't know if it's been as interesting since Komodo left the story. And another complaint I have about this issue is that it seems like everything was wrapped up a little too neatly. Maybe it's because Jeff Lemire's writing a 0-year tie-in in the next issue, and he needed to wrap up this Count Vertigo storyline, but it just seemed too easy, and it seemed like it was over too fast. So I would have liked to stretch this storyline out, maybe another issue, but Green Arrow's been a book that I've been on since issue 17 when Jeff Lemire took over, and I've been raving about it since. I'm not going to stop now. This Outsider storyline, I think, is going to be really interesting, so I'm excited to see where this book goes. The past 2 issues have been less awesome, but still a book that I really enjoy a lot. Really one that I think people should check out, and this was a perfect jumping on point if you're interested in picking that book up. And then next we have Green Lantern number 24, the preview, the first part of Lights Out. I wasn't totally into this Lights Out storyline until I read the Relic issue. I find his motivations for doing the things that he's doing pretty interesting and fresh, and I think that I'm really looking forward to seeing how this sort of plays out. I kind of knew how this issue was going to go. He's going after the power batteries, and of course he's going to go after, the Green Lantern power battery. But I guess I'm looking forward to seeing how this plays out. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to pick up the next issue next week because I have a massive week next week with that stupid $6.99 Batman book, and Coffin Hill is starting, and Superman and Wonder Woman is starting that I think I'm going to pick up. So I might wait until the following week and then get, I don't know which one comes out next week, Green Lantern Corps, and then get Green Lantern Corps and New Guardians both in the same week. I'll just have my shop owner set it aside for me, but I'm on board for this Lights Out storyline. I really hope that they lay off these crossovers after this one, though. It's really starting to bother me. We got the Green Lantern one going on right now, and Forever Evil seems to be like all over every book, and 0 Years all over every DC book. I'm just ready for it all to end. So I'm enjoying all of those things individually. I just wish that they would stay that way. I don't need Forever Evil in my Phantom Stranger books, and I don't need 0 Year in my Green Arrow books. You know what I mean? I just wish that everything would be a little more self-contained, but what are you going to do? And then finally, my pick of the week, no surprise here, is Swamp Thing number 24. The Face of Cedar is revealed. I have the first annual and I hadn't read it, so I'm glad that they told me a little bit about what I needed to know. I do know the Jason Woodrue character from Alan Moore's run, but he was a different character then, so I'm really interested to see how this plays out. Swamp Thing is sort of in a weird situation. He's got to prove himself to the Parliament of Trees, so I'm really interested to see how this plays out. The artwork, what's his name? Andre Bresson. It's kind of a throwback. The way Swamp Thing was drawn reminds me a lot of Volume 1, Bernie Wrightson artwork, and then Nestor Redondo, who came onto the book after Bernie Wrightson. So it was kind of a cool change of pace. They've been switching artists a lot in this book, so I don't think that he's going to be staying on there permanently, but it was pretty cool for an issue, and I love what Charles Soule's been doing with this book. I know I've been raving about it, and it seems like a lot of people have been picking it up, so that's pretty awesome. And those are my reviews. Next thing I want to do is I just want to run through all the people who entered my contest, and then I want to draw a winner so I can get those books out to whoever wins. These first 3 people, I'm just going to mention everybody, and I'll try and put their links down below so you don't have to type in their name. And I really think you should check all these people out. These first 3 people kind of go without saying. Frank, Comic Noob, Running with Comics, Scott, and the incredible CJ, my live show partners, my really my best friends on here. I'm really happy to have met all 3 of these guys. I just love being able to talk to them, and it sucks that I can't be on the live show now like I used to be able to, but I've been keeping in touch with Frank and CJ a little bit. I need to get on and talk with Scott, but you know, if I was going to recommend 3 people in the comic book community, those would be my first 3. Really think all of you guys should be checking those guys out. And then sort of along those same lines, a couple more awesome dudes. We have Vamplu 444, Tim, and the Spins 1390. Couple of guys from Ontario, just north of me. 2 more really awesome guys that I love watching their videos, and I love whenever they can get on the live show and talk to us, and whenever I've been able to chat with them. It's been really great. 2 big hockey fans like me, so I'm looking forward to going through a season and talking shit with those guys. But Kevin and Tim, go check them out. Wellington as well, the Comic Book Lowdown. I'm sure most of you guys watch his videos, but if you don't, go ahead and do that. Another fantastic dude, one of my favorites. Next, Emsky361, the commissioner of the YouTube Comic Book Community Football League. Brian, even though he is a Sabres fan, I appreciate all he does for us with the getting that football league started. It's been a lot of fun. I always check out his videos, so I think you should be checking them out as well. He does recap videos of the league every week, and you know, all the books that he picks up. So if you're interested in hearing about how I dominate the football league every week, you should check out his videos. Next, we have a couple UK guys, also 3 awesome dudes. The Hulk's Big Toe, love watching his videos. He seems to be getting more into books that I enjoy, and I'm really excited to watch his videos and see what he thinks about Swamp Thing and Animal Man and all that sort of thing. Always picks up great stuff and has great stuff to say, so check him out. The Fallen Comics Chris on one of the other big comic book live streams, Super Friends. Check him out. And also Dan Nerdo McNerdy, who does fantastic videos. He does an amazing job editing his stuff and makes me really jealous of how bad I suck at editing my videos whenever I watch his stuff. So really recommend him. Go check him out. Next, Green Lantern 2 through 3, Corey. We have a really similar taste in books, and I love watching his back issue haul videos and seeing all the stuff that he picks up and wishing that I could buy it. So go check him out. And we got a couple more here. Next, we have Pink Echoes. One recently started commenting on my videos, and I'm watching his videos as well. Go ahead and check him out, and also check out Elizabeth, Young Justice. Like I said, all these people's links will be in the description down below, so you can just click and check them out. So I'm going to draw a person out of my hat here, and the winner is, oh, I already can tell, Vamplu 444 Tim. I'm gonna have to ship this up to Canada, but that's okay. If you're watching this, send me a PM with your address. I'll PM you as well. In case you're not watching, since you won, I'm gonna have to put together some special stuff for you. Some stuff that I know you'll appreciate. So big thanks to anybody who entered my contest. I really urge you guys to go check out all those people that I just mentioned. Some of my favorite people. Big thanks for watching my video, watching me talk for, I don't even know how long this video is, but I really appreciate everything that you guys do for me, so can't say that enough. I will be back on Wednesday, maybe, with my haul video. My status of getting my books this week's kind of up in the air, so maybe I'll see you on Wednesday, maybe not, but regardless, take care, and I will talk to you guys again soon.